When it comes to Meek Mill, we really need to have a conversation about his consistency in his releases. What's up, YouTube? I'm Jason, and this is my take. And I'm back again with another review, and today we are going to be talking about the new Meek Mill album, Expensive Pain. Now, for those who don't know, Meek Mill is a Philly rapper, songwriter, who's back again with another album. This follows the amazing championships that Meek released post his jail release. Now, the thing that I love most about Meek is his consistency with his releases. He always has a solid project, and I honestly don't think he's had a bad drop. Whether it's his Dream Chasers series, whether it's Dreams and Nightmares, or even Dreams Worth More Than Money. Now, this album is actually what I would consider Meek's best project, and even though the aftermath led to a one-sided beef with Drake, I thought on this album, top to bottom, he was dominant. So going into this new project over here, Expensive Pain, that's what I expected. Meek to come through with another collection of bangers that sees him being braggadocious, but also, a few deep cuts where Meek kind of dives into some topics. And once again, that's what I got. Now, this project is 18 minutes, about 55 minutes of material that sees Meek doing what he does best. This album gets off to a great start with the intro, Hate on Me, which actually samples the song Hate Me Now by Nas on his I Am project. Meek always comes in hard with the intro. This is no Dreams and Nightmares, don't get me wrong. But Meek knows how to open up a project, and his energy and delivery on this was great. Probably my favorite thing about this project was the people that Meek collaborated with and how they fed off of each other. There were so many different tracks here where Meek and whoever he had featured with him, the way they just traded bars and went back and forth was amazing. The first being the song Sharing Locations, which might be my favorite track on this album, that features Lil Durk and Lil Baby. I believe this was a single also before the release, but oh my goodness. They were going back to back to back on this thing. And I remember there was an interview or a tweet or something where Meek Mill said that, seeing Durk and Baby work on their collaboration project and seeing like their energy, it really inspired him. And I can see how much they inspired him, because all three of them just brought it on this track. Am I becoming a Lil Baby fan now? Like, everything that he's been doing, feature-wise, song-wise, since his album My Turn, has just been amazing. And I never thought I'd be here. I wasn't the biggest Lil Baby fan at first, but I've seen the light. Another standout song, like I said, with the collaborator, was the song Hot with Moneybagg Yo, where Meek and Moneybagg just do what needs to be done on this. Trading bars, going in, Moneybagg Yo doing his thing per usual. Blue Notes 2 sees Meek teaming up with fellow Philly artist Lil Uzi Vert. I love the two of these guys on this track as well. It seems like Meek just has very strong chemistry with a lot of artists in the game. And it can't be denied on this record. The song Tweaking featuring Vory was another standout track as well. And Vory is an artist that I need to look into and get into more, because he was also on Kanye's Donda with maybe like 2 or 3 tracks that really stuck out to me. I loved his voice and just how he delivered on these tracks. And he also sounded great on the hook on this song as well with Meek. Meek goes into some deeper cuts that are more personal on this album that I really enjoyed, as like a step down from the more aggressive bangers. Title track Expensive Pain, as well as the third installment of Cold Hearted, are examples of this, that see Meek just kind of talking about his struggle, where he came from, and just knowing how tough it was in the streets of Philly, being in jail, seeing friends around him or close people around him dying. To know that going through all that trauma and still getting to where he is very rewarding. And as a listener, it's always refreshing to hear Meek, I'll always talk about not forgetting where he came from. The song Ride For You is, I guess, another 24/7 from Championships that featured LMA, but this time Meek teams up with Kehlani. I enjoyed this track. Kehlani always delivers on a track, beautiful voice. Meek also teams up with Brent Faiyaz on the final song on this album called Halo, and this was a very standout song for me, as Meek talks about the fact that he wishes that he had a halo, because so many of his friends have halos, so many of his friends are angels, and that was that made me pause the song, because that was kind of sad to hear. It's like, so many people I knew, so many people that I was close with, are gone. They're no longer here. Like, just give me a halo too so I can be with them. Now, while there were many standout moments on this album, there's one big thing that I had an issue with on this album, and it's Meek deciding to venture into the world of auto-tune. We didn't need that. I didn't need that. An example is the song On My Soul, or the song Love Train, or Love Money. Meek and his engineers really dial up on the auto-tune, and Meek is just singing his heart out. But man, it just did not sound good. I personally just don't. I was confused hearing it. Maybe I just have been missing songs, and maybe this is something that he's done before, but I just couldn't get into it, honestly. There's only one song where he did do it where I actually enjoyed the song, and that's Angels, R.I.P. Lil Snupe, where Meek is really talking about Lil Snupe, a former rapper who was tragically killed and was very close to him. And Meek does sing on this track, and it seems like auto-tune wise, they dialed it down a bit. It didn't sound so, engineered and so heavily auto-tuned, and Meek was actually really singing his heart out, and it came off as actually a pretty dope track that didn't sound like Meek was doing too much. Another song that I didn't really care much for was a song Northside Southside featuring Giggs, because on the production side there's really not much going on to this beat, and Giggs, who I have no issues with as an artist, he just didn't really bring anything to this track along with me. It just felt kind of unnecessary. But overall, while not his best project, in my opinion, Meek Mill on this continues to show why he's one of the most consistent artists in the game. In my opinion, this project has everything that you would want in a Meek Mill project. Bangers on top of bangers, with great guest performances and even some deep personal cuts. And I am just hoping and wishing that Auto-Tune Meek stops here. RIP, please. But all in all, I was satisfied. So I'm gonna give this album a 6.5 out of 10. So what were your thoughts on this new Meek Mill album? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What were your favorite tracks? Let's have a conversation down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching once again. Got another review coming for you guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'm Jason. This has been my take. See you guys next time.